In a bid to reduce the 35% U.S. reciprocal tariff on Bangladeshi exports, government officials held an inter-ministerial meeting on Sunday. The goal was to negotiate duty-free access for American goods and expand trade-related facilities aligned with Washington's interests. However, the meeting firmly decided that Bangladesh will reject any non-trade conditions. The session brought together representatives from nearly a dozen ministries to coordinate efforts for increasing imports from the United States. Commerce Advisor S.K. Bashiruddin, National Security Advisor Khalilur Rahman, and the Chief Advisor's Special Assistant Faiz Ahmed Tayeb were among those in attendance. The move comes as the government prepares for a third round of trade talks with Washington ahead of the 1 August deadline. Commerce Advisor Bashiruddin, speaking at a media briefing last week, said the interim administration hopes to reach a consensus before then.
আরও সামনে করব এবং আমাদের আন্তঃমন্ত্রণালয়ের বিভিন্ন সংশ্লিষ্ট বিষয় রয়ে গিয়েছে সেগুলোকে আমলে নিয়ে আমাদের প্রস্তুতি সম্পূর্ণ করে আমরা অতি দ্রুত আবার যুক্তরাষ্ট্রে ফেরত যাচ্ছি এবং আমরা আশা করছি যে আল্লাহর রহমতে আমাদের একটা ভালো আউটকাম যেন এটার জন্য আসে এটার জন্য আমরা সার্বিকভাবে সকলে একত্রে কাজ করছি.
Concerns were raised recently over a proposed non-disclosure agreement with the U.S. Foreign Affairs Advisor MD Tauhid Hussain then acknowledged that signing an NDA is possible. But he also said it's unclear what the outcome would be as negotiations are still ongoing. At a roundtable discussion titled United States Reciprocal Tariff, Which Way Should Bangladesh Go?, held Sunday, Center for Policy Dialogue fellow Debapriya Bhattacharya spoke. He said the type of NDA signed during tariff negotiations with the United States is the first of its kind in Bangladesh's history. He noted that no partner country has ever submitted such a document to Bangladesh. Debapriya described the agreement as a binding obligation. According to him, the NDA restricts Bangladesh from sharing negotiation details even with hired lobbyists. He warned that the US's evolving tariff policy, especially under the Trump administration, should serve as a wake-up call for Bangladesh. Vietnam's success was highlighted during the meeting as a potential model. The country has reduced its tariff rate from 46% to 20% by significantly increasing exports to the US. Officials say they believe Bangladesh could achieve a similar outcome. The Business Standard quoted Commerce Secretary Mahbubur Rahman as saying that an email would be sent to the US Trade Representative on Monday. It would request a final round of talks. If both sides reach an agreement, the draft will be reviewed by the Advisory Council and vetted by the Law Ministry before signing. Meanwhile, anxiety is growing within Bangladesh's export sector, particularly in the garment industry. Over 250 ready-made garment factories face serious consequences if the 35% tariff goes into effect as scheduled on August 1st. Many of these factories rely on the US for 60% to 100% of their total exports, according to the BGMEA. Another 1,000 factories with lower exposure to the US markets are also expected to feel the pressure. Exporters are increasingly alarmed as leading US brands warn that ongoing negotiations are unlikely to prevent the tariff hike. If implemented, the new tariff would raise total duties on some Bangladeshi products to over 50%, including the existing 15%. Exporters fear this move could devastate businesses heavily dependent on the US market.